Oops. Clean that up off the floor before the baby licks it. You also overwork your sketches. I want to strip it back and create more minimal pages. Hi there, I'm Janine, I'm an artist and I share my creative journey on this channel. Sketches in my sketchbooks always get very busy and I tend to overwork them, so I want to try and create some much simpler sketches with just a few elements. Last night I just experimented with keeping it a lot simpler, so maybe just a couple of sketches. I think this is the one I started, just very minimal, because whenever I look at other artists' sketches I always get drawn to the really simple ones. There's another one I made, not super successful, but they were really fun to do, so I want to make quite a few more of those. And I'm just going to use this quite murky old water brush, and because this is quite a small size I'm going to stick to these small sketchbooks. Can't quite remember what size they are. They are the Art Creation by Royal Talons, which you've probably seen me use quite a lot in my other videos. I think they're approximately 20 by 10 centimeters, which I feel is a good size to work with that brush. And I've just got a few simple things here that I didn't want to get out my whole acrylics and my palette and everything. So I've got this small kit that I made just of a few basic, easily accessible supplies that don't need a lot of setup. These are some acrylic gouache that I've purchased quite a while ago now, but I haven't tried them out loads. They're acrylic gouache because I like the layering, as you know, and I find it quite freeing to start with something like a water-soluble either pencil or Neocolor II. These are the inktense pencils. I just got a few colours of those, and then I've also got Neocolor II crayons here. I just picked this one up randomly just now, so I'm going to start with that. Just do a few intuitive scribbles across the page. And then I'm going to go in with, oh, still got some sort of paint in it, I think. Never mind. Just going to dissolve some of that. And I'm going to pick a colour. This is a greyish green. And I'm just going to stick it straight into the tube, and then mix it with the water that's here, already pooling up. I do like about gouache that you can make them quite a bit more opaque, obviously, than watercolour, but also have them more transparent like watercolour. There seem to be a lot of these swirly marks, which I also did on the other ones here. I don't know what they're about. They're something new for me. I'm just going to continue with this greyish green colour that I've got here, since it's in my hand already. Just going to apply some directly onto the page, then dissolve some of it. And this is a pastel peach. Again, just stick it straight into the tube. Then I'll maybe go in with a Neocolor. It's a bit of a brighter colour. This time I think I'll start with just water on the page, and then use that yellow one again. They do get really creamy when you apply them on a wet surface. And this is more of a mustard yellow. Well, it's called mustard, so more of a muted colour. See how those work together? Quite well, actually. this? That's a iron green. I think I don't really like this colour, but yeah, it's always a bit too turquoisey for me. I also love how they interact on the wet surface opposed to the dry surface here. I always like to build connections somehow. I've got two separate shapes, I want to connect them. I want to mix the two colours a little bit more here. You can see that where I applied them on the dry surface, they dissolve a lot better than where I applied them on the wet surface. It's one of the interesting properties of the inktense. I'm already getting too fussy here. I think this is already getting a bit too complicated for me. A bit too much going on. I'm just experimenting. It also looks a lot more green when you dissolve it than when you apply it on the wet surface directly. Might also be because my water's a little bit yellow. Yeah, I think it was already getting too busy. The other one, I want to keep them a bit simpler. Oh, this isn't quite dry yet though. I think I'm gonna need to get a hairdryer. This is a greyish blue. I don't think the colours are going to go very well together, but I want to just see what happens because I might be surprised. I think that when there's too much contrast in colour, I don't really like it. So that's something more similar. Let's try the green. Greyish green again. Okay, not very much liking this one. It's not yeah. Not what I'm after. If you like this video, consider subscribing. I liked it best actually when I started with the Neocolor. This is pastel sand, like a little nice kind of beige. It's a burnt sienna. I need something different in here. So I'm going to add some of this. Ooh, that was a bit much. Mustard colour. I have a lot of yellow on this brush, so I'm gonna put that on another page. Then just use this It's just called brown. That mustard actually looked very warm in this case. I'm going to add some of this Venetian red. I like how it's very gently mixing here with the yellow. Very soft. Let's see if we can add that somewhere else. I've noticed that I keep on going back to vertical movements, marks, but I actually prefer them horizontally. I actually really like this as it is already, but I feel like it needs one more colour, just a little bit of contrast from this. So already looks quite pink, so let's use this pink colour here. I seem to like a lot of pink and yellow combination these days. I almost want to leave them half finished looking. Let's try a dark one. And I think I'm going to leave it there. I noticed that often I just wanted to keep on going and found that sketches weren't finished enough. But I'm very happy with the ones that have less on the page. I also love the fact that I did lots of sketches in the time that it usually takes me to do just one. I definitely want to switch it up in future and sprinkle a few of these more simple sketches into my sketchbook practice. If you want some other ideas for your sketchbook, then you can watch the video I made up here. Thanks and bye bye.